Welcome back YouTube and happy new year, happy 2024 guys. Sorry that I'm wishing you all the best only now on January 10th, but as you know me, I'm not uploading as often as other people. I take my time to work on the tactics and stuff, so it takes my time. So on this one that I'm showing you today guys, it took me over 100 games to create one. So as always guys, this video is powered by foodcoaching.com and foodandreview.com. I will leave the links in the description so you guys can go ahead and find out who we are, what we do. Always encourage you to check that and join also our closed Discord, where we have a great community of people over there, and we're not only concentrating, mainly of course we're concentrating on EAFC matters and subject, but not only, okay? So yeah, everything's gonna be in descriptions. Go ahead and check it out guys. Today I have 4-3-3 bracket 5. I end up with a bracket 5. I tried all of them, I end up with a bracket 5. There are a couple reasons for that, I will tell you later. And tested that over 100 games, and I had a rank 1 recently with this formation and tactics. I haven't changed nothing from what I'm showing you, and during the game I haven't changed it also. I usually have like a setup for the game when I'm like losing or whatever, or winning, or I just want to secure the win. This time I played like the same formation. Maybe I did some subs, of course. I changed some players during the game, but I stick to the formation without changing anything, and I got 19-1. It wasn't 20 and all, I got 19-1, and on qualifiers 9-1. So I think it's good enough for you to show and release. So that's what I'm doing today, and I hope you will find it useful, and mainly you will find it as I'm caring much about fun, having fun. So I hope you will have fun playing this formation, okay? All right guys, so 4-3-3 bracket 5, okay? Let's just jump in, because you know my video is gonna take me another 30 minutes. So okay, now I'm not gonna explain you why I'm using balance with 45, okay? It's good enough, okay? Now regarding the depth, I know you guys hate, some of you hate the depth over 70, 71. Let's say that's a crucial number here. And I understand that you hate it, but what I'm gonna tell you in a second, it might surprise you, some of you. So when I'm using 75 depth, I usually use that against better opponents. I mean, not the what I mean by better opponents. You have that feeling when you start the game and you see that the guy who you're playing against, it's better than you, or it's gonna be a tough game. So I prefer to put as much pressure as I can from AI on this player, okay? Because when you're using that 70 and higher depth, you need to be concentrated 90 in-game minutes all the time. Because AI pressing is for you, great, but it's also it also drags out of position so many players, so you have to manually switch with the right stick L1 and bring them back to the right position, and it's just like 90 minutes of like sweating and stuff, okay? But when I feel like I'm playing against someone, let's say weaker, and I feel comfortable playing against that player, I lower the depth to 55. So feel free to lower that up to 55, okay? Now regarding chance creation, I tried everything here, and I stick with a fast build up. Well, it works best for me. I tried long ball. I don't know what's happening with the long ball for me, for myself. It's not working for me, guys. I know so many people recommend long ball, and I really gave it a try, and it's not working for me, okay? So chance creation, whoever knows me and watch my videos, you guys know that I'm a possession style guy. In this formation, I felt like the possession was forcing me to make manual runs too often. I do use L1 triggers and R1 triggers, but it was too much. I mean, I had to do it manually all the time. Basically, I had a lot of passing options but not moving forward, you know what I mean? So that's why I went for forward runs, and it's not perfect. What I mean by that, your players are like running crazy in when you have that for chance creation set up for forward runs. So I use a lot of R1 triggers to bring them back and leave the gap between attacker and defenders. Okay, so yeah, but forward runs is the best for this tactics, as after I tested so many after so many games. With 75, because we want to spread the play after we get the ball. So from 45 to 75, we want to attack first the side of the pitch and then find our options in the middle. Okay, player in box, just believe me, go with one. Don't worry about, you will have enough players in the box to score the goals. It has it on purpose because I have so many players involved in attack with the instruction that I tried like 5-6 players in box, and the box was of my opponent was overcrowded. It was just too much. I have no recycling options and stuff, so I decided one, with a given instruction of the players, you will still have great amount of players to score a goal. I don't care about the corner or free kicks because it's up to you. Whatever play you have or whatever you learn from how to use corner and free kicks, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell that about that. So formation, this is how we line up the team. So an important thing that your strikers, the players that you use as a striker, let's say that, are gonna be your wingers this time. So Talisca and Eusebio, as you can see over here, it's for me. The central forward role is gonna be your cam, LCM, RCM. Just make sure you use players. Okay, one of them has to defend. I'm using Zidane. It's not perfect, I'll be honest. His defending is not as good as I wish it was, but it's fine for me so far. So, but what I'm saying, you need to use the guys who can score the goals and who can score also outside of the box goals, so they can shoot from outside of the box also. Those players will attack and score big amount of goals for you. So that's how it is. And CDM role, self-explanatory, big guy. I'm gonna repeat big guy with a bruiser, press proven, whatever play style you guys choose, but this is one player that has to have those defensive skills and stop the counters, okay? Because as always, I use my fullbacks with, you will see in instructions in a second, with the instruction to join attack, which of course causes that I'm vulnerable in defense, but this is how I play, okay? You can use them stay back, but you will lose a lot of great chances in attack, okay? Let's jump to instructions. Whatever you choose, it's your personal preference when it comes to goalie. This time I haven't touched my center backs, but my both fullbacks have joined the attack. As you can see, I didn't choose this time overlap instruction for the run type or inverted. I don't want to limit them. There are so many, there are some chances where you want your fullback to be overlap or inverted, okay? They will see the space open and they will get to that space. So that's why I decided just to stick with the balance. And I tried it and it worked perfectly, okay? Sometimes they are closer to the middle, sometimes they are open wide, they are wide and hugging the side of the pitch, okay? So yeah, CDM. Two instructions are like self-explanatory, stay back and cover center for this role. Why I use tight mark? Okay, the first reason is at least the game tries to do what I intend by this instruction. So when I lose the ball, he covers the first, like trying to cover the first available person in attack and cutting options for my opponent to pass to the player, okay? This is what I intend by giving him tight mark. Doesn't always work perfectly. It is how it is. And deep line playmaker, the only reason I gave this is because he's staying a little bit deeper, honestly, and helping me out with the build up, okay? So yeah, that's the instruction for the CDM. Now RCM, right center mid and left center mid, they both have the same instructions. get forward, drift wide, stay on edge of the box. Okay, so keep in mind that we have a get forward. So with a fast build up and forward runs, believe me, they will run forward, okay? But they will not occupy the box. They will not go to the box because of that one mark that we put on players in the box, okay? So we will have those triangle between RCM, LCM, our false 9, and even last option, recycling option will be our CDM, okay? So that will jump forward. Keep that in mind. Why I'm saying that? Because the con of this formation is you cannot take too much of your time when building up from your half. Your players will run to the opponent half, and if you keep the ball too long, and considering the fact everybody is using aggressive tactics against you, like over the 70 depth, right? So the opponent team will press you that so strongly that you will sometimes run out of the options, okay? Keep that in mind. I'm trying to get out of my half as fast as possible. As always, like, it's not the first time I'm telling you that. So, but keep in mind why we have it. So get forward, drift wide now. Why I gave these instructions? Same as on our right side and on our left side, you will take advantage against your opponent defenders, 3v2, 3v1 sometimes. You will all outnumber him there, okay? So we create the chances from the sides and find our middle, because what's happening when we get the ball to the sides, the opponent team also drops, but leaving so much with the given instructions, so much gaps in the middle. You will see that in the examples that I prepared this time in the end of the video. So yeah, so it will leave so much space in the middle of the pitch, okay? That's why I'm giving them instruction drift wide, okay? So as I said, RCM and LCM, both same instructions. Now let's go to our strikers, who are positioned as a wingers here. Both of them are gonna be staying forward, cut inside, getting behind, and get in the box. Getting behind, so we get that separation from opponent midfield and the defensive line. That will force defensive line with the forward runs to drop deeper and follow our attackers, the strikers as playing as a wings right now, right? So why I use wingers as a strikers? So what happens is when we get the ball, they occupy the wing side, but not both of them. Just depends on where the ball is, okay? The second one will stay to the middle of the pitch, but the first one with that winger position, like original position, he will drive to the side of the pitch, hug the side of the pitch, and will force the opponent, usually center back, follow him. It leaves so much gap in the middle that our RCM, or it depends on which side of course you are, or left center mid will just jump into, okay? So why cut inside and get in box? I think because when they reach certain point in attack, they would just cut after that inside, so they just go like to the side and then cut. The AI a little bit crazy, okay? And last important player, which I think is like one of the most important players in this position, it's a false 9, come back and drift wide. I defend in 4-4-2, so he's feeling that left mid role. Basically, you can mirror that, but you cannot change that. If you want this formation to work, the false 9 has to come back or on the left side or on the right side of midfield to defend in 4-4-2. So, but this is the second con of this formation. Remember that he has some running to do, okay? He has to come from the middle to left mid. So sometimes, preferably use high player here with a high work rates. So sometimes when I see that he's far away from left side of the pitch, I manually drag him back there to cover that space faster. Okay, keep that in mind. That if he's too far, I bring my striker, left striker, to cover for that space. Okay, but keep in mind that he has some running to do. It's not the same way as on the right side, as because over there drops my RCMs, which is much closer. Okay, so this is the second thing that you might struggle, but if you play a couple games, learn the player movements, it should become natural for you guys what to do in formation, and you will see how he moves. Okay, so drift wide again. Don't think about drift wide as instruction that will just, you know, go outside, like to the side of the pitch. No, they're just making those diagonal runs all the time. He will come to the center, and after that, when he's rolled down distributing the ball, he will take those empty spaces a little bit on the side of the box. Okay, so you will see that also in examples. Right now it's gonna be the second part, and whoever doesn't want to watch how I play this formation and what I prepare for you guys, just, you know, feel free to jump into the game and try it on. For those who will not watch the examples, I beg you to share your experience with this formation, how you find out if you like it or not. I don't care. I'm not gonna delete any comments, so don't worry about that. Just tell me honestly how you find this formation and if it works for you. Okay, so for those who's not staying for examples, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys will come back in 1 month probably for the next video, if I'll get another one ready, because I think that people are just dropping a little bit from this game and tired of meta play, but you know, it is how it is. So let's just jump into examples for those who stays. Okay, all right, what I have, first example, guys. I'm gonna stop, explain. All right, so we recover the ball. Now, as I said, we are willing to take advantage on the side. So we already have our striker, our right CM, and our fullback driving to the side of the pitch. Okay, so if striker doesn't do it himself, I will go to utilize that side of the pitch, depending on which side I am. So why I red mark the opponent defenders, because as you can see, I have already 3 players against his 2. You don't see that yet, but I played so many games using this formation, so I already know that I'm gonna have 3 players against 2, or even sometimes 3 players against only this defender. If he, like in this example, I think he's gonna overcommit his left mid, right? So yeah, we're taking advantage of the side of the pitch in a first initial phase of build up. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I drag him out, and now you already see we created the chance. It's a very good scoring opportunity chance. So what happened is he's forced to move his center back to cover our run. I mean, leaving so much gap in the middle. This is what I was telling you in the first phase. Okay, RCM will just push forward. Our false 9 will push forward. And of course, our left striker, who is like originally playing as a winger, will also push forward. And this is the forward runs in the best example how fast we create and overload the opponent opponent defenders. Okay, all right, let's just watch till the end. Yeah, we use our speed over here, but as you can see, we already have so much of that. This was a little bit lucky pass, so yeah. All right, second example. Let's just go. All right, we got the ball, and again, guys, I know I have a lot of space in the middle, but this is you just need to understand that sometimes the middle, it's not the best option. I prefer to go where I have advantage, and as you can see, I already highlighted that I have 2 players here. My right striker already is waiting here, and my RCM is already on drift wide, also waiting here. So I know we should have advantage and outnumber on this side of the pitch my opponent defender. Okay, my opponent fullback over here. So I try to get the ball in this empty space and then utilize the space on the right side, because the ball is on the right side this time. So yeah, let's just move. He tried to aggressively recover, and as you can see, now I have already 2v1. I already know how my players move because I told you I played many games of this formation. So I already see the triangle 3v2 between those players that I highlighted: right striker, false nine, and left striker. I already see that. I just need to get the ball to them basically and beat only this fullback, because those two players will have a hard time to mark my three players, okay? As you can see from left mid, my false nine is already in position. Even though giving him drift wide instruction, he's not like on the side of the pitch or anything, he's here, okay? Alright, let's watch. Yeah, here we go. Quick passing, easy goal, okay? Next example, what we have here. I'm trying to speed up as much as I can, guys. Alright. Now, guys, what I want to tell you is the positioning with the instruction get forward to right center mid. Sometimes what happen is the center backs who of your opponents who are like has aggressive defending tactics like 71 and over depth, they will mark these players. They will mark your center mids, because the attackers originally, I'm repeating myself all the time, position as a wingers, are marked by opponent fullbacks. So what happened is the center backs of your opponents are dragged out of position because of the get forward instruction of RCM and drift wide. Look how much already space we have. And that's the whole thing of creating. That's the whole thing of instruction that I gave to my players. Okay, let's just watch. Yeah, he already drag out of position his center back. Now I already know, I already see the triangle that we have. His center back is gone, so it's just so simple to create the chance right now because he overcommitted his center back. I don't know if he had to, if he didn't have to. Let's just watch again. A little bit. Let's rewind a little bit further. Okay, so what happened here? This is not him marking so far. This is AI's marking, okay? Now he switched to center back because I got the ball. He tried to intercept, got unlucky. Let's say he got unlucky, but now he gave me a chance to create he gave me a chance to just create simple scoring opportunity. And I already see that triangle. You know how I love triangles in this game. So I already know that the first pass is not gonna go straight to my. I mean, the false nine is here, the player who I intend to, and I have in mind to who will score the goal for me. Okay, so yeah, let's just watch. And it was actually one of nice goals. So, all right, next example. Let's see what happened here. All right, drift wide instruction on my. This is the example where I called R1 on my striker. As you can see, we already making a gap with a getting behind and forward runs with my striker. This is already a huge gap. This is what I want, okay? But I have no option to pass to him over here because I think AI usually intercepts those passes if I try to. So what I want to do is just I want to make a separation between my attacker and his defender. So after the initial ball roll, fake shot, whatever you call this skill, I just call him back, call him short, okay? To stop this run, okay? So yeah. Now I know for me it's easy because I'm familiar with this, but I already see that 3 players against 1. I already know that. I already see that against this one player. I already created what I wanted in the first phase, okay? So now I'm just gonna use it. Now he has to come back here. And what happened next? Now I'm already realizing that no matter what happened, is those 2 players gonna be against this one. He will have to commit his center backs because I'm gonna use those 3 players to get the ball over here in this area. So he has to come if he wants to defend. It's normal actually. I would do that, and he did that the same. it's already a little bit too late for him to recover from this situation. Okay, so it's just up to me right now if I can take advantage of what we created so far. Okay, so I already see my false nine and left striker is gonna be against this one player. Okay, yeah, now he commits center back. Yeah, another easy goal with the extra pass. Okay, next example. This is a perfect example of what I intend to do, why I leave stay forward my strikers as a wingers, because when the ball is on the right side or on the left side, depending, they don't go to the middle, they they just drift to the side of the pitch. Okay, what causes center back to follow them, and look how much gap we will have here. So again, we recovered the ball. RCM is here for a pass. I'm trying as quick as possible, as I'm telling you, to get out of my half. He's already making a run with the forward runs and getting behind instruction. Okay, simple pass. Center back is coming. Now that's what I was telling you guys. Look the space in the middle. Look at the space in the middle. And I already know my left striker, as I said, if the ball is on the right side, it's going to be same situation as on the left side. The second striker is not somewhere there. He's in the middle. This is how it works, okay, in this formation. So my false nine from left mid position is already taking a position, a central position, as his role is. So I already know that this is how I'm going to create my chance, is just drive a little bit, find my false nine, and from there distribute the ball to my striker for scoring opportunity, okay? Ball roll pass. Now we just need to wait for a good chance to pass to our strikers and another easy goal. All right, what we have next? Why I'm showing you this example? Okay, so I said this is our Ankermann's deep line playmaker. So he's helping out me with the build up, and if I have no other choices, I will use him to recycle the ball. Those are the three main players that you are building up in the middle. Just keep it in mind. False nine role, look how deep he is right now to help me out. He's your main guy to build up and distribute the ball. So self-explanatory that he needs to have a good passing stats. Traits would be, or play styles would be of course preferable. Don't be scared what you see here. If you don't see, I will just tell you, no strikers. Right now, because the ball is closer to the center of the pitch, my both strikers are taking the original position of the wingers. Nothing here, guys. So it might scare you because I have no passing option there yet, but you will see how RCM and LCM will occupy those striker position in a second. So we use this triangle to build up. We find our joint attack fullback. Now my striker, again, he drift a little bit to the middle of the pitch. Now he's gonna go to the side, which will leave the empty space for my LCM in this position to take a spot. And he will take a spot not close to the defender. He will take a spot between those fullbacks and center backs of your opponents. As soon as he does that, another center mid will also join as a second attacking role, and the last player who will join the attack is gonna be my right striker, right winger, right? Okay, so we find the player. I decided to shoot here, which was a terrible idea because we have 1-2 easy passes and it's a great opportunity to score. I was just messing around because I think I've just finished the Evo for this player, and he got the Trivela plus playstyle, so I was just trying to Trivela. Didn't work. So, but just one more time, let me just rewind you, because look how much space we created. 1, 2, 3, and again we outnumbered the opponent already over here. Okay, all right, next example. What happened here? All right, guys, the first thing, I don't want to show you all my only goals from counters or from build up from my side. So sometimes I'm showing the goals, how the players move when we recover the ball on your opponent half, on the opponent half. Okay, so sometimes I need to show you also the movements of the players in a counter. I watch so many videos of tactics where they're introducing the tactics, and if they decide to show you how it plays in game, they after that showing you only cutback goals or just some other or corner kick goals. I don't understand what tactic has to do with a corner kick goal, okay, or with a cutback goal, because I don't know. It's in my opinion, so you don't have to agree with it. But also I want to show you the counter goal when we recover the ball in opponent half, okay? So my opponent made a mistake. Now, look how fast, with a forward runs and with specific instruction getting behind, my strikers are taking position. Also, LCM and RCM also would jump forward. The anchorman, CDM, will stay to help me out because he has instruction deep line playmaker, so he will stay back. And I'm distributing ball with my false nine, okay? Let's move. And of course, the join the attack fullback. If he doesn't have a space here, even without instruction, overlap, inverted, whatever, he's on balance, as I'm reminding you. He doesn't have a space here, he will utilize the space open here, okay? So when he sees the space closer to the side of the pitch, he will make a like overlap run. And if he sees the space here, he will make an inverted run, okay? Let's move on. Okay, couple dribbles, and we use already our fullback. And recycling, fighting LCM. That's what I wanted to do, right? Okay, next example. Again, from our own half, we recover the ball. Now, because of wingers using as strikers, this is another easy way, very easy way to score a goal. They tend to go between those two defenders. This is the space they tend to drive to. They tend to run to. So it's always basically between the fullback and center back, both of them. So as you can see, I will just remind you a little bit. This time I decided to go to the middle, and with an overlap instruction, my fullback will be here. Right now, he decided that he's much more needed. Let's say AI decided he's much more needed in the center of the pitch, closer for build-up purposes. So he's closer to the middle, okay? That's why, again, I use balance on fullbacks, okay? Now, strikers are making a move. Perfect move. I need to just beat 1 CM, and yeah, opponent overcommitted, and we have a great... I don't know why. Okay, I passed. Oh, that's terrible goal. Actually, sorry. Shouldn't probably go in. Okay, another mistake on my opponent. And great example what happening with the wingers using them as strikers. Okay, look at the positioning of what my Eusebio will do right now. Look where he drives. And what happened? We drive out the center back out of position. We didn't score from here, but again, let me just remind you again what happened, how easy we created with the... And it's just a recovery in our half. You can say it's a counter. Of course it is. In some way it's in a counter attack, so it's much easier to score a goal when we're countering, but still, how easy we made the separation from one center back to another center back, and how much space we gain in the middle because of the wingers using the strikers. Look at the space. Look at the space. RCM with a get forward, LCM and false nine already also in position. And as I said, my second striker, when the ball is on this side and we are like countering, he will help me out. He will not be on the other side of the pitch, okay? So don't worry about that. So we find the pass here. We got a little bit too cocky here. Yeah, and we didn't score. Because we are terrible at scoring, guys. Okay, another recovery. What do we do here? All right, we find our RCM. Now, anchorman, just remember, 3 players to build up, your anchorman to recycling the ball. This is your border for build up, okay? If you decide to use them, remember that you should have 3 players to beat usual 2 CMs used by your opponent. Okay, quick triangle, and we'll find the pass. I just want you to see what happened with the overcommitment of a center back. Yeah, and they're making a run between those two players. Again, the second striker also between the center back and fullback. Okay, so yeah, another example, and I think this is gonna be the last one. Now, why I highlighted this thing is because sometimes when you are pressed aggressively, I just want you to know that you have an option to switch the sides, which is like some people overuse, abuse it so much, but you have that option to get out of the press by switching the sides. Okay, you will have that another fullback on join the attack, even though he's on balance. He will give you the chance to switch the side. Okay, he won't be as close to the side as you think he might, so you don't have much time with controlling the ball. So basically, when I do that, I usually try to make a first pass with a head to any of the players in the center mid. Okay, so look at how my striker drop right now, left striker drop to help me out. Sometimes they do that. It's I don't know why actually, but sometimes in this formation it works like that. So I found my striker. Now my false nine is already in a great position. I will find him to distribute the ball. My right striker is already in a great position to utilize this empty space. Okay, so fullback will join the attack, and let's just move on. I'm just showing you how simple and fast we can create a chance with this. With a first time pass, look, I'm terrible at crossing. I don't know what I'm doing here wrong. Sorry, I don't know why. Maybe I used too much power. Guys, another thing. As I said, stay on edge of the box for those 3 players, okay? Even though he found himself in the box for because the AI thought there's a good chance for him to utilize empty space. But after initial first movement, and if the player RCM, LCM didn't receive the ball, that will get out of the box, providing me passing options for recycling. Okay, so what we do basically in front of the box, you have 3 passes, 3 options to find your 3 attackers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we covered all, guys. How many minutes? Damn, 37 minutes. I hope you enjoyed, guys. I'm not gonna talk too long. Thank you very much for waiting for my videos, commenting them, and I hope you will do it the same with this one. Once again, Happy New Year in 2024. All the best, all the great results in FIFA if you keep playing EAFC, sorry. So yeah, enjoy, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.